Well, hello everybody. As always, it's so good to see you here. I'm very happy that you find time to attend our regular classes. So the first question is, as always, can you hear me? Just give me a sign. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, very cool. How about Женя? How about Yulia? Very good. And Yulia? Alright. Now the first question as always is how are you doing? What's new happened during this week? I just please share any news, any updates about anything happening in your life. You are very welcome. So what is going on in your life? How are you doing? Say a couple of words, please. Okay. What is new? All right. Very interesting to hear any updates from you. I went to school, so, and why you have these dots in the end? Like, you didn't like it, or what? Do you have microphones? Maybe a good idea will be to turn your microphones on. What do you think? Is it possible to turn your microphones on? What do you think? Okay. It is possible for you to turn your microphones on. If you want to, you can turn them. Okay. Any other news? I have finished first week at the school. Very interesting. Very interesting. So how was it? Your first week at school? How was your first week at school? Can share a little bit. And again, a very good idea will be to turn your microphones on. If you have your microphones, please feel free to turn your microphones on. Okay. Yeah, that's very cool. I can hear you, but can you say that again? Because my speakers were a little bit low. I mean, the volume of the speakers was kind of a quiet. Can you say that again? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I am.
Very good. So please, that's a very good idea if we just keep on speaking. So, how was your week at school or wherever you went to? How was your week at school? Okay, but that's good that you have microphones and we can talk.
I'm remembering it. I'm remembering it.
Okay, please do. Very interesting. All right. That's very important, you know, that over and over again, when we think of learning languages, yes, somebody else joined us, okay? Well, Alisa, it's so good to see you. You can write something to us in the chat box. You can turn your microphone on if you want to. That's very cool to see you here, to see that you're present. Alright, hello to you. Yeah. So, any other comments before we started? So do not forget that every time when you want to turn your microphones on, please do, because that's the most important thing for you to talk. Of course, that's a good idea when you listen, when you read, when you write, but the most important is when you talk. So if you have any chance to turn your microphones on, please do turn your microphones and we'll talk. Okay, so as you can see, probably if you can see the board, so today's class is about jokes. We'll talk a little bit about jokes. So this unit is called Tom's Joke Book. So that means that there is a guy whose name is Tom, and he has a book where he gathers or collects his favorite jokes, and then he reads them and then enjoys them. So today we'll try talking about jokes. Now, if you remember the previous class, we started exercise 1, which says join the questions and the answers. And the first kind of a joke was, what did the ceiling say to the wall? Do you understand this sentence? What did the ceiling say to the wall? What is a ceiling? Who remembers? What did the ceiling say to the wall? Okay. So, what is a ceiling? Now, please, ceiling. That's very important that you know the vocabulary. And this vocabulary is, if you remember, this is the beginning. Yeah, very good. So what did the ceiling say to the wall? The answer here is meet me at the corner. And if you remember that meet me at the corner is just the regular set phrase which we say to our dates, to the people who we want to see, to meet somewhere. We just tell them, meet me at the corner, meet me at the front door, meet me at the entrance to the theater, or meet me at the entrance to the movie theater, or whatever. Okay, so the second joke was... Yeah?
Can you zoom?
Can you what?
Can you zoom this picture?
Zoom? Okay, yeah, I will. Yes, just a second. Let me try to do it a little bit more. Now is it enough?
Thank you.
Alright. So usually we say like zoom out, zoom in, because in order to understand what is going on. Zoom out or zoom in. Okay. Zoom out means to make it bigger, and zoom in is to make it smaller. Also, it's you can say to blow up the picture. It's like when you have the picture and you want to make it bigger on computer or whatever. You say blow out. Okay. So, what did one eye say to the other eye? What did one eye say to the other eye? So, what is the answer? You have to find the answer. What did one eye say to the other eye? Please try and find the answer in the second column where you have the answers. Choose the answer which you think will be appropriate here. Okay? What did one eye say to the other eye? Just type your answers. I'm waiting for your answers. Excuse me. What did one eye say to other eye? What did one eye say to the other eye? Do not forget that this is the beginner's English. That means that this is the English for little ones, for the kids. English for little ones. English for the kids. English for little ones. English for the kids. Small kids. So what did one eye say to the other eye? What do you think? What did one eye say to the other eye? Yeah, that's I understand. But first of all, can you translate the second sentence, because this is very important that you understand the meaning of the sentence. What did one eye say to the other eye? Okay. Just type here what you think. What is the translation of this English sentence? All right. Well, guys, I'm waiting for you. That's, you know that this is not the class for me. This is your class, and mostly that should be a conversational class, which is the most important thing for you to join the conversation, to talk. Yeah, it's well, Zhenya, you are correct, but it doesn't say like what must one eye say to the other. Pay attention to the grammar. Yes, Alisa, that's correct. What did one eye say to the other? So what did one eye say to the other? Okay, let me just elaborate for you. Yeah, absolutely correct. That's very correct. Right you are. So, that's the question. What is the answer? What did one eye say to the other? What did one eye say to the other eye? Okay? So what did one eye say to the other eye? Yes, I understand that the answer is C, but can you translate the answer for everybody to understand? There is there is something between us and it smells, but I want you to translate this in order for everybody to understand what is that. Yeah, absolutely correct. But you know, it smells. It smells has two meanings, and this is the joke. Joke, you know, usually when you think of something having two meanings, that means that this is a joke. Of course, it smells. It smells is like you say. The meaning is right. You are. Okay. But there is another meaning. What is the other meaning of it smells? How can we say? And it will be what we call the stative and non-stative verbs in English. It smells. What is between two eyes? What is there between two eyes? Yes, of course. And what is the main function of the nose? What is the main function of the nose? What is the main function? What does the nose do? What does the nose usually do? What does the nose usually do? Of course, like you say, okay, I will not prompt you, I will not help you. So just tell me what you think. So what does nose usually do? What is the function of the nose? Okay. Yeah, but that's absolutely correct. And can you say that in Russian? What does that mean? To smell. What is another meaning of the word smell? Yes, absolutely. So that's the meaning. That's the second meaning. So it's a play on words. It's a play on words. You understand? Play on words, right? It's a play on words. Like there is something between our eyes and it smells. Okay, very cool. So next, what did the boy octopus say to the girl octopus? Do you understand the word octopus? What did the boy octopus say to the girl octopus? Yes, absolutely. So find the answer and say what did the boy octopus say to the girl octopus. Find the answer. Yes, and how can you translate that? First of all, what did the boy octopus say to the girl octopus? Can you translate this sentence? What did the boy octopus say to the girl octopus? Okay? Yeah, that's correct, but that's yeah. But first of all, no, it's the humor is not in that actually. Yes, what did that's the correct translation, absolutely correct. What did the boy octopus say to the girl octopus? So, and like you say, the translation, I want to hold your hand, it's again, it's a very usual thing between a boy and a girl. Maybe you know, in lots of songs, the singer, like for example the Beatles, I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand. Maybe you heard this song by the Beatles. What's the meaning of this phrase, I wanna hold your hand? The meaning is that the boy wants to hold the girl's hand. It's just, you know, when a boy holds the girl's hand. It's like, how do we say that in Russian? You can say so. You can say in another way. It's a regular thing what boys and girls do, right? That's a very regular thing boys and girls doing. So here you have the boy octopus say to the girl octopus, I want to hold your hand, 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 8 times. I want to hold your hand. So that's kind of funny. Okay, so the next is, what did the bee say to the flower? What did the bee say to the flower? So what is the answer? What is that? Hi. Okay. Yeah, very cool. So, and again, yeah, hello honey. So again you see that this is the play on words. What kind of play on words is here? What kind of play on words is here? I just shut the... yeah, that's correct. You are absolutely correct. You know that Hello, honey. Honey is, like you're saying, that's liquid from the flowers. And another meaning of this is honey. We call very close, a very dear person to you. You call like a very good person, a person who is very good to you, very close to you. You call this person a honey. So what did the bee say to the flower? Hello, honey. Okay. And number 5, what did the carpet say to the floor? So what is carpet? What did the carpet say?
Carpet is covered.
What's that? Carpet?
Carpet is covered.
Yeah, but I just want you to translate into Russian. Will you please say it in Russian? What is carpet in Russian?
Ковер.
Absolutely correct, yes. Carpet is what you're saying. Very cool. Good. Now, what did the carpet say to the floor? So the answer, as you can see, only one answer is left, and it says, I've got you covered. So, the first meaning is very understandable. The carpet covered the floor. So that's, you understand that carpet means okay, so that's the first meaning. Carpet covered the floor. Okay, but there is another meaning, and who knows this second meaning? And the joke, of course, is regularly, usually, yes, absolutely. And what is the situation, Zhenya? When do we cover somebody? What is the situation? Usually it's, yeah, absolutely correct. But with what kind of people do we have this situation? What do you think? What kind of people usually use this set phrase? What kind of people? Yes, please. You can turn your microphone on or whatever you want to. Okay. What kind of people do you usually use this set phrase? I've got you covered. I will cover you. And I've got you covered. This is the present perfect tense. The meaning is that that's the meaning. I've got you covered. What kind of people usually use this language? Please turn your microphones on, and when you say it will be quicker. So it's usually, what kind of people do use this kind of vocabulary? Close friends? What is that? So I think that mostly it's about who? No, Naomi, the translation was correct. I'm just asking about what kind of people are using this kind of vocabulary. Yeah, you can say like Naomi, yes, you can say. Well, usually I think it's about the policemen. The police people are using this kind of a set phrase. Policeman. I've got you covered. So it's usually during the shootout. You understand the word shootout? The shootout, which in Russian means what? Who knows? Shootout. What is that? Okay? Yeah, during the shootout, the policemen will tell to each other, I've got you covered. Okay, very cool. Now the question to you. Probably you remember some of the kids' jokes, and you can tell us some jokes. Can you? Do you remember some jokes? Can you tell us some jokes right now? What do you think? Is it possible? Okay. So, it will be very nice if we move to the second exercise. And, for example, Naomi, can you turn your microphone on and can you read the joke from second exercise?
Did you change the water in the goldfish bowl today?
Go on.
No.
You go on.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't drink the water I gave them yesterday.
Okay. So, thank you so much. Can we translate? What is a goldfish bowl?
Ты поменял?
Very cool. Please go on.
Ты поменял воду с золотой рыбы сегодня?
Yeah.
Нет. Почему нет? Они не пили воду вчера, я им давал.
So the meaning is that they didn't finish, they didn't drink the water I gave them yesterday. They didn't finish, they didn't drink to the end. There is enough water from yesterday. You understand? So.
Yes, I understood.
Okay, very cool. Can you say it in Russian?
То есть пересказать?
No. Just the last sentence. Just translate the last sentence. They didn't drink the water I gave them yesterday. Say it in Russian.
Они пили воду вчера.
No. Okay, I will give you the translation. Okay. So that's the translation. They didn't drink the water I gave them yesterday. So, Mom, did you change the water in the goldfish bowl? So what is a bowl? Who knows the word bowl? And again, this is a very necessary word for you. Bowl.
Аквариум.
That's if you think about the goldfish bowl, yeah, that's correct. But you can use bowl, for example, for eating rice. You can use bowl for cleaning your clothes. So bowl is, first of all, bowl is a container. What kind of a container is a bowl? It's a container. What kind of a container is that? Bowl. Okay, for example, maybe you heard about that. Yes, right. In America, you have the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is the kind of a cup, which, or the main award, the main prize, which the footballers, the winning team, receives. No, it's Alisa. It will be a little bit different word. What you're saying, it's maybe this is. Bowl is, let's say, like you're saying, this is the first meaning, then the second meaning will be, excuse me, I'm just typing it for you. So you see, kind of a container in this shape, the container with this shape. Okay, bowl. And of course, when you say about the goldfish bowl, it will be aquarium, like you're saying. Very good. So, did you change the water in the goldfish bowl today? No. Why not? Because the fish didn't drink the water I gave them yesterday. They've got lots of fish still. So, why would you change water if they didn't fish the yesterday's water? Okay, let's take some more. So, anybody else, do you want to turn your microphone on? please? Alright. But still it will be a very good idea. Naomi, could you please, because nobody has microphones, and I'm so sorry about that, but I prefer when you read, when you talk, so please, can you please turn your microphone on and keep on reading second joke. Hello, Naomi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Please do. Read.
Why did you jump up and down?
Mm-hmm.
I took some medicine this morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot to shake the bottle.
Very good. Very cool. So, thank you so much. Why did you jump up and down? You understand? Why did you jump up and down? The first man asked the second man, why did you jump up and down? Okay?
Почему ты прыгал вверх и вниз?
Yeah. I took some medicine.
Я принял лекарство.
This morning.
Лекарство этим утром.
And I forgot to shake the bottle.
И я забыл сболтать бутылку.
Absolutely. I forgot to shake the bottle with the medicine, so that was why I had to jump up and down. Just, to shake the medicine inside my stomach. You understand, right? To shake the bottle.
Yes.
So I had to jump up and down in order to shake the medicine inside my stomach, okay? Probably if you do not remember this vocabulary, I mean shake, please write it down. Shake. That means, probably you know that there was a very popular dance. Okay, anybody else? Do you want to keep reading jokes? Okay, Naomi, please.
James, how did you get that big bump on your head? A tomato fell on it, miss. A tomato? Was it a very big tomato? No, it wasn't. But it was in a tin.
Okay, yeah, we'll just talk and I think that we'll understand everything what is going on here. So, James, how did you get that big bump? What is a bump? Who knows? What is a bump? James, how did you get that big...
Столкновение.
But this is on his head. A bump on his head. Yes, absolutely, Zhenya. No, Zhenya wrote in the chat. Naomi, you have Zhenya translated that. Have a look at the chat. Can you see that? What Zhenya wrote there in the chat? Can you see that? Naomi.
What?
Zhenya wrote something in the chat box. Can you read what he wrote there? That's the translation here. So the teacher is looking at James and he sees that James has got a big bump on his head. James has got a big bump on his head. Understand?
Yes.
So what is a bump here?
Шишка.
Okay. So,
Откуда у тебя, Джеймс, откуда у тебя шишка на голове?
Okay, a tomato fell on it, miss.
Это томат напал. То есть помидор на меня упал.
Yeah, absolutely. A tomato fell on it, miss. A tomato? Was it a very big tomato?
Пом- Помидор? И это был большой помидор?
No, it wasn't, but it was in a tin.
Ну, нет. Это небольшой помидор. Но он был...
In a tin?
Oh.
What is a tin?
Как переводится тин?
Okay, we're just asking everybody about that. So what's the translation of the word tin? Okay, please, we're waiting for your help. Was it a big tomato? No, it wasn't a big tomato. It was, but it wasn't a tin. It wasn't a big...
Он был в банке.
Yes, of course. It was in a tin, and what kind of a banka? What kind of a banka? A tin is what kind of a banka? Huh? Yeah, it's Zhenya wrote it. It was in a tin. It was in a tin. So the tomato. So do not forget that we have two pronunciation of the word tomato and tomato. And both versions are very correct. You can pronounce tomato, you can pronounce tomato, and nobody will punish you for that, because you know, even in different parts of the United States of America, they pronounce, in some parts they pronounce tomato, and in some parts they pronounce tomato. Same about potato and potato. And there are lots of other words which you can pronounce like that. Okay, very interesting. Now we can move a little bit further on to exercise 3. Now let's look at exercise 3, and this is kind of a and again, maybe you remember a joke which you can tell to us. If you remember any kind of jokes, we are very willing to listen to your jokes, of course. If not, anytime, please, when you want to just step in, jump in, and join our conversation, you are very, very welcome. Please join us and tell us some jokes. We will be very happy about that. Okay? Any jokes you remembered. So, you can, if you want to, you can type, you can paste the joke from any resource which you think is available for you. Please do. Okay. So, sentence 3. And of course you can have a look at the picture and you can understand the answer from the picture. So what is it? Find the picture. It's got eyes, but it can't see. It's got eyes, but it can't see. What is that?
It is potato.
Yeah, why do you think? Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Why do you think so?
Potato has got eyes.
Okay, and what does that mean in Russian?
Картошка имеет глазки.
Глазки. Okay, very cool, very interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
the same in English. Potato has got eyes, but it cannot see, of course. All right. Number B. It has got ears, but it cannot hear. It has got ears, but it cannot hear. What is that? What is that? It has got ears, but it cannot hear. What is that? What do you think? Okay, anybody else, not only Naomi, if do not forget that if you want to join us, my most important goal and what I want to do is to make you talk. So anytime when you come, please try to turn your microphones on and start talking. That's my dream. When you come and talk, that's the most important thing for you. So it's got ears, but it cannot hear. What is that? Alarm clock. No, where can you see the ears? Plane. Where where can you see ears? Where do you think the plane has ears? So you see, it's a very tricky. Yeah. Naomi, you want to say something, please?
I think it is alarm. It's
Uh,
alarm clock.
Naomi, where are the ears at the alarm clock? Where are the ears? Okay, somebody else join us. Hello?
Ножки, будильник.
No, it's ears. What is an ear? What is an ear? What is that? Huh?
Ухо. У кого
Yes.
есть ушки?
Yeah, but it cannot hear. Who has ears but cannot hear? Yes, absolutely. Corn. So, corn. Why do you think? What is corn? What is corn? Yes, right you are. And what kind of ear does the corn? But I don't know why. Very cool, Zhenya. That's a very interesting answer. So, what is that? Okay, then this will be your homework. That's the correct answer. But for your homework, please try and find the answer. Why? What kind of ear does we call it a cob of a corn cob. What kind of ears does the corn have? Okay, I think that other questions are easier. So, it has got teeth, but it cannot eat. It has got teeth, but it cannot eat. What is that?
It is a comb.
We pronounce it comb. Yeah, very cool, comb.
Comb.
Yeah. Or sometimes we call a hairbrush. A hairbrush, yeah. A hairbrush has teeth. Very cool. Teeth, and it cannot eat. Okay. Next is it has got hands, but it cannot play. Who has hands but cannot play with its hands? Okay, please. Who has hands but cannot play? Table. What kind of hands does the table have? Very interesting. What kind of legs does the table have? What do you think? Do not forget that those questions are for the kids of the age, like let's say 7, 8, 9, 10 at most years. 10 years old. It's like from 7 to 10 years old. So that is why do not think, yeah, of course it's a clock. It's a clock or a watch. A clock or a watch has hands. What kind of hands does the clock or a watch have? What kind of hands does a clock or a watch have? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely correct. So it has got hands. We call it hands. But, of course, it cannot play. Alright, next question. It has got a nose, but it cannot smell. It's just a revision. Who has a nose? Yes, of course, it's an airplane. I understand that. An airplane has got a nose. Very cool. Who has got legs, but it cannot walk? It has legs, but cannot walk. Yes, that's a table. Absolutely correct. That's a table. A table has legs, but it can't. Now, we have some riddle. Riddle is very old English word, riddle. You know the word riddle? In modern English we use the word puzzle. You know the word puzzle or riddle? What is that? So? Yes, absolutely. Puzzle or riddle. Very cool. So, now you have puzzles. Just think of the answer to this puzzle. Okay, Naomi, will you please read the puzzle?
Blue and yellow and red and green.
Yes.
The king can't touch it, or can the queen?
Mm-hmm.
You can't touch, or nor can I. Tell me answer before I count to 5.
Okay. And then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And the answer is? I'm waiting for your answer. What is the answer? Yes, very cool. It's a rainbow. Everybody knows the word rainbow. What is a rainbow?
Радуга.
Absolutely correct. So, blue and yellow and green and red and green. The king cannot touch it, nor can the queen. So here you have cannot touch, nor can the queen. Neither, nor, neither, nor. Cannot touch, nor. In Russian we say it, maybe you know, what is that? If you ever heard about that, excuse me, I did a mistake. Sorry. I made a mistake. Yeah, it's like neither king or neither king can touch it, nor can the queen. You know the word queen? What is the queen? Yes, absolutely correct. So, you cannot touch it, nor can I. Tell me the answer before I count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, rainbow. Very cool. Now I want you to remember, probably you know that in the rainbow, you need to remember all of the colors of the rainbow. And of course you know that in Russian schools, during the physics class, the teacher of physics will give you the specific sentence which will help you memorize the colors of the rainbow in Russian. Do you know this specific sentence for the English language to memorize the colors of the rainbow? Do you know this phrase in English? If not, yes, that's in Russian, but do you know this phrase in English? To remember the English colors. It will be kind of a name. This is the name of a person. Of course, this person doesn't exist, but still you can remember this person. This person, Roy G. Biv. Now, can you tell me the names of the colors of the rainbow in English? Roy G. Biv. Can you tell me the names of the colors? So R is for which color? Yes, please.
Red.
Then.
Orange.
Yes, then.
Yellow.
Then.
Green. Blue. Indigo.
Very cool.
Violet.
Indigo and violet. Everybody knows the word indigo. What color is indigo? What color is indigo? Deep blue, you can say so. But it's easier to memorize that this is the color of blue jeans. Okay? The color of blue jeans is color of indigo. Okay, very interesting. All right. Now, do you remembered any kind of joke? All right, let's move on to the next to the next riddle. Name it, please.
To write this joke.
No.
This joke?
I went over the second riddle. After we read about the rainbow, there is the next riddle, the next puzzle. Uh-huh. 4B. Yes, 4B. And 1, 2, and 3. Can you please turn your microphone on and can you read that? It will be very nice. So please somebody read.
I went over London Bridge. I had something crack. Not only a man in Britain can mend that.
Very cool. Thank you so much. So, questions.
Ice.
Yes, that's ice. Very good. But I have some questions. What is a crack? Crack. What is a crack?
Хруст, треск.
Yes, very good. Absolutely. And no one man in Britain, not one man in Britain can mend that. What is to mend? What is to mend? Okay? Yes, absolutely correct. You cannot mend that. Usually we say, cobbler mend my shoes, which means for the person who can repair your shoes, we usually call it mend my shoes. Okay, very good. So, have you remembered any kind of jokes or stories or puzzles to tell to us? If yes, do. So, now you have this big story, and about this story right now. So, read the sentences to your friend. Listen to your friend and write the missing words. Okay? Now, but I think that you can do without the second part, but still we can do both. Okay, you just read through this. It is called chatterbox. Read through the words, and then we'll see what we can do together on that. Okay? Please. Alright, I can read you the second part. So, just I'm reading the second part for you, and you can understand what is going on in the first part. So, Mrs. Smith doesn't like mice. Mrs. Smith doesn't like mice. One, she in her kitchen to the shops, bought a looked in cupboard, for there was 9 o'clock the evening where she had an she looked in and a picture of cheese. She out of the magazine put in, then the next in the kitchen to the cheese she saw of a mouse. So, can you add to the story? Can you think of what is going on? So, Mrs. Smith doesn't like mice. One day, she saw a mouse in her kitchen. She went to the shop to buy a mouse trap. What is a mouse trap? Yes, absolutely. So she went to buy a mouse trap. So she came in and bought herself for some cheese. So there were not any cheese. It was 9 o'clock and the shops were closed. So she had an idea. She looked in a magazine. What is a magazine? What is a magazine? Yes, so she looked into a magazine and found a picture of some cheese. So she cut the picture of cheese out of the magazine and put it into a mouse trap. The next morning, she looked into the mouse trap, and in the mouse trap, next to the picture of the cheese, there she found what? What did she find there? What did she find in next to in the mouse trap next to the picture of the cheese? What did she find there? What is the answer, please? Why waiting? I don't think that this is a very hard story for you to understand. So next to the picture of the cheese, she found a picture of course, she found a picture of a mouse. Absolutely correct. Next to the picture of cheese, she found the picture of a mouse. Okay, so today we talked about jokes. And of course, it will be very nice if you somehow decide what kind of story you would like to tell us, what kind of a joke you would like to tell us. But if it's not that easy for you, I understand. And so probably joke, of course. We talked about jokes today, and so I will be very much willing that you okay, so we have a joke. Let's see. What are you doing up that tree, young man? Well, the sign says keep off the grass. It is joke for everyone. Okay, so the man is up in the tree. Okay, very interesting. I agree, that's a cool story. Okay, anybody else? I think that this will be very interesting for us to learn some stories from you. So please, if you have any stories, you are very welcome to read us kind of a good story. Okay, now for the next class, you know that it will be a good idea for you to talk. Let me see. Yeah. So you see here you can see that for the next class, I don't know where you can you see the picture on the board? Just tell me if you can see the picture. Yes, okay, so the picture is what are you doing? So the meaning is that next class we'll talk about present continuous tense. So please, that's the end of the class for today. It was such a pleasure to see you. And the only thing which I just want you to do is to turn your microphones on. Please, anytime, turn your microphones on and we'll talk. And I think that it will be more beneficial for you. It will be more helpful for you. Okay, do you have any questions? If you have any questions, if you have no questions, so then thank you so much and hope to see you next Friday. Same time, same place. Okay? Bye bye to everybody. Yeah. Alright. It was so nice to see you. Okay? Very good. Okay, see you next time. Thank you. It was my pleasure to see you. Okay. Goodbye.